Hello and welcome back, everybody. Fallen Pumpkin here. Boy, do we have a lot to go over today. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming change to our supporter-only All the Mods 10 server. If everything goes smoothly this week, if all the systems work, we're going to be changing to a trusted player system. That's where anybody can apply to be whitelisted. Supporters such as from YouTube and Twitch or Discord will always have access and can vouch for other players to get them on the server. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. We also need to go over our progress on the All the Mods 10 server because we ended up deleting the last stream because it didn't go well. In my eyes, it wasn't quality enough to be on the channel. We got Ninja Hacks coming in on YouTube. Hello, Fallen. Hi, Ninja Hacks. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Guys, before we get into all the news and onto the server, why don't we dive into our usual of going over the updates to the mod pack. Now, I'm actually going to start on 1.18. Latest version, and the version the server is currently running on is 1.20, so let's just speed through these just so we can be aware of any major changes we need to account for. They added amendments. They added the Byzantine style pack for mine colonies, reinstated the All the Mods armor special abilities. They changed the dungeon library, so this is in the other, to have a trial chamber battle for the unobtainium smithing template. Brian Mortensen coming in on Twitch. Hi, Fallen. Hope you're doing good today. I am, Brian. Hope you're doing well yourself. Polar Bear coming in on YouTube. What about those who are already lifetime members? So yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit, Polar Bear. Don't you worry. And we'll explain all of that. xycraft quests and quest work. They've removed duplicate bronze dust. Nothing too big here. They updated the JEI blacklist. Awesome. Added extra reliquary lines to the config to fix console spam. Awesome. And bounty board quest work. Awesome. 1.19 came around. It seemed to be kind of a smaller back-end update where they fixed lanterns falling and ruining your life. Fixed some quest language files, and then some updates. And then the one we're currently playing on is 1.20. There were some big changes here. They added supplementaries. They added Cat Jammies, Fireproof boats, rainbows, a special recipe for black ice to the extractor from xycraft. Awesome. They disabled advanced cover rendering to prevent iris issues. And they added more quests to the building tips and included pictures of players' builds. Those will be fun to check out. Disallow sorting in advanced AE interfaces. Awesome. Added example of how to replace blocks and items. Very nice. And then some various updates. With that, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we hop on the server and go over so far what's going to be going on with the trusted player system. So, as we're here on the server, as we go over the trusted player system, you're going to notice I'm in all the Modium armor, and I have a vibranium pick and vibranium pants. This is what we did in the deleted stream. We were partnered up with our content creator friend Wazaf. He helped us get templates and overall just helped us explore and gain the materials. But let's go ahead and start discussing some of this. So, for those unaware, I used to host lots of public servers. Like, a lot. Lots and lots of public servers. Cryptic coming in on Twitch says, lurking for the support. Thanks so much, Cryptic. Oh gosh, hold on. We need to fix some keybinds. It's really unfortunate. My entire profile got reset. I've been having to go through and reset all of my keybinds had to re-download resource packs. We've lost our journey map data. We've lost our distant horizons data. I've been trying to get everything ready for the stream here, but I just need to be able to open my backpack, and then we'll start going over all the information here. Let's go ahead and disable some more keybinds here. And if anything, guys, this is why it's important to take the time to back up your profiles. I haven't done a backup in a couple months, and so it's my fault. All right, can I open my backpack? Awesome. I just wanted to grab some deep slate here because something else we're going to talk about today is the challenge we're going to be undertaking here on the server that one of my head moderators, Seer, is doing, and we're going to copy that. So guys, trusted player system. We used to host public servers. I really enjoyed doing that. That's how I met almost everybody. That's how a lot of my moderation team came to be. But my health waned. As you guys all know, I'm having some serious health issues. I'm no longer live 3 times a day, every day. And part of that is I am no longer able to dedicate the time to moderating public servers. Can't do it anymore. So as a temporary fix, it's always been announced as temporary, we switched to supporter only until I was well enough to implement a different system or had enough help to figure everything out. So here we are, kind of at that moment. All the Mods 10 server has been running purely supporter only. Now, I'm not better. I'm not well, but I'm getting there. And it's really been hard. I'm not going to lie. It's been a pain. I don't like having my servers behind a paywall. Because again, it's not that you pay to play on my servers. That's against the EULA. I simply offered the servers as something that people who support me can do. Because if you purely have a pay to play on server, it's against the EULA. So for everybody that chooses to support me, they're not paying to play on the servers. They're supporting me. That's all they're doing. And then I offered the server as like a supporter only. As we move to trusted player, here's how it's going to work. At least this is what I've been implementing, and then my moderation team is going to be going over it. Hajakana's coming in on Twitch. How you doing? Polar Bear, I hope what's in your mailbox puts a smile on your face. I'm sure it will, Polar Bear. We'll look at it in just a moment here. I want to push through this really fast. So yeah, my moderation team is still going to go over it and see what their thoughts are, but this is what I've been working on, and that is the trusted player system is just an add-on to the supporter-only system. Anybody that supports me on Twitch, YouTube, or becomes a lifetime supporter on Discord will instantly have access to any of my servers. They don't have to wait for the whitelist. They don't have to go through anything. They will immediately be able to access the server. For everybody else, in terms of the trusted player system, you basically will fill out a whitelist application. Now, at first that might sound annoying, but it's really not too crazy. All this is to try to weed out as many of the bad actors, as many of the griefers as possible. And applications for the first week will be a as I'm available notice, and then after the first week of the system being implemented, it will be a bulk whitelist once a week, is how that's going to work. Now, for those that have chosen to support me, that have chosen to help me make all of this possible, I still want to give you a bit of a special reward. But the thing is in terms of in Minecraft, according to the EULA, you can't be given like items advantages, anything like that. It's against the EULA. But what I can do is, for those who don't know, we have ranks here on the server. The longer you play, you can see the word Vine down by me in the bottom left. As you play more on the server, you go up in rank and it gives you more claim and force load chunks. Once the system is changed, the way it'll work is that supporters will always be the highest claim and force load chunk count. People getting whitelisted on the server just have to play a certain amount of time to reach the same amount. It's not only supporters get this high amount, it's supporters get it immediately. Simple as that. And then, as the final part of the system is vouching. Supporters, and I'm still messing around with these numbers. This is where I have to check with my moderation team. It's going to be really simple how it works. If you are a Twitch or YouTube supporter, these are the rough examples here. You'll get 2 vouches. And what that means is that if, as a supporter, let's say you have a friend that you want to play on the server who's not a supporter, and you don't want them to go through the wait list to be whitelisted, you can vouch for them. Twitch and YouTube supporters will get 2 vouches to where, hey, you know what? I've really enjoyed this server. I support Fallen Pumpkin, but I want my friend to play with me. So you'll be able to vouch for them to bypass the wait and whitelist them on the server. However, you will then be, kind of liable for if they are a griefer or a bad actor. Lifetime supporters, those that have made the very generous contribution on my Discord to always have the supporter role and not having to subscribe to anything, will get a certain amount of vouches a week. I'm still working on figuring out those numbers, but we'll get there. And that system is hopefully enough. I still want to offer a reward to my supporters while remaining within the confines of the EULA. So you'll immediately have your max claim, max force load, and you'll be able to vouch for other players to bypass the waitlist of being put on the whitelist. And again, it'll just be an application system. Now, this is either going to be a Google form so that I can spreadsheet it, or it's going to be a Discord bot interaction, kind of like submitting a ticket. Haven't fully figured it out. That's what I'm still nailing down. And that's what I'm going to be trying to push towards this week. That's what we're going to be trying to implement. Still need to finish a few of the systems. I'm having a little bit of trouble, but I'm hoping to get it figured out soon, then present everything to my moderation team. And once everything is presented to them and gets the A-OK, we'll start doing the transition. Now, because of this, oh boy, guys, because of this, it's going to be a little messy. I'm not going to lie. It's how it goes every time we try to do something this big. So any patience will be greatly appreciated as we get through it. No matter what, we'll get through it. It just may take some time to get everything working as automatically as possible. Because I don't have the ability to pay any staff or anything like that. And I can't, in good conscience, ask anybody to do so much of the work to make this possible. So I'm going to be doing most of it on my own. And because of that, that's why I'm trying to make as much of it automatic as possible. With that, I think that's as far as I'm going to go into talking specifically about the Trusted Player system today. There will be more information here on Discord soon. If you're not part of the Discord, invites down in the description. That will be necessary for any form of whitelisting on the server. And let's go ahead and get started. So if you're new here, guys, we simulcast to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, recording our Let's Play episodes live. with the stream VODs on YouTube becoming the official episodes. Now, the biggest thing to go over of what happened on the deleted stream was just getting all the modium and vibranium. That's really all we did. We have some templates. We have all the modium, and we have vibranium. I've done a little bit of upgrading of my gear, but that's really all that happened that last episode, if I'm being honest. I'm really sorry about the background noise. My son's teachers are here right now, and he's really excited running back and forth. So I'll try to remove the background noise, but hopefully it all goes well. So before I talk about the challenge we're going to be undertaking here on All the Mods 10 and begin building the museum, let's Polar Bear has been waiting ever so patiently for me to open up my mailbox. He sent us some mail. So let's take a look. So we've got this one. It says, someone said you needed redstone. This one is messageless. Is that a word? I hope it is. As well as that one. I found a redstone cave full of redstone, wanted to share. And then this works for me to get extra ores by mining cobblestone. It is probably going to be Boon of Earth, if I had to guess. For those who don't know, I've designed an AE2 modular router system that produces ores with the enchantment Boon of Earth. Let's see if that's what that is. So why don't we open this one first? Yep, Boon of Earth 5. Nice. I love Boon of Earth. It's a fantastic ore production system. And when we start to talk about the challenge we're undertaking, again, this is a challenge that my head moderator, Seer, is doing, and I decided I wanted to do it too. This is going to be really useful, and you'll see why. But let's keep opening the packages. So next up, holy cow, raw redstone block from regions unexplored. Smelting it gives redstone dust. Very nice. Why don't we put some of this away? I did expand the storage by 2 chests as well last stream. Awesome. More raw redstone. Thank you so much, Polar Bear. It's very kind of you. And then last but not least, someone said you wanted redstone. Awesome. Thank you so much, Polar Bear. I greatly appreciate the mail, and I love that you gave me a Boon of Earth. This is perfect for today, because here it is, everybody. On top of the fact that we are building the museum, which is going to be a showcase type of base, where there's going to be a room dedicated to every mod in the pack that has items. We're taking on another challenge. This challenge is going to push us to our limits, but I think it's going to be possible. I think it's going to be possible. Seer, my head moderator, joined the server and started playing. And he told me, yeah, I'm doing a challenge of no mystical agriculture crops and no productive bees. That is not using crops. Here, let's, I need to fix this keybind. Not using crops or bees to produce resources. Now, at first, that can sound really daunting, but I'm telling you guys, hear me out. I'm going to show you some things. And at the same time, I'm going to try to explore and explain some of the methods here. So, as a longtime modded Minecraft player, I've played for over a decade. There comes a consensus among more hardcore modded Minecraft players, and that is that mystical agriculture in its base form, such as in All the Mods 10, non-modified, and productive bees which they have here listed under resources, bees and mystical agriculture. They're too overpowered. They're too easy. It makes getting every resource in the game so simple, and just constantly mass produces the resource from nothing. You don't have to dig out anything. You don't have to explore. To where that's where this challenge comes in of how can I make getting resources feel more rewarding? And oh boy, there's a lot of methods here in All the Mods 10. A few that are similar to the aspect of getting something from nothing, but they're harder to achieve. So I'm okay with that. If it's harder to achieve getting something from nothing, I'm okay with it. A couple of the methods we have available to us. One, very importantly, thankfully from Polar Bear, is Boon of Earth. The way this works is when you mine stone, there's a chance to produce a random ore. You can use this book in combination with a modular router, and here's how it works. For those that don't know, with modular routers, the block break module here will actually, when you make the module, whatever enchants are on the valid pickaxe, the pickaxe you use in the crafting, those enchants apply to the breaker module. And if the breaker module breaks stone with a Boon of Earth enchant, you get ore. So that's a method. And then obviously, as most of you know, we do have Industrial Foregoing in the pack, which brings with it the ore lasers. Ore lasers can be used in combination with lenses to target specific ores at specific depths and specific dimensions. But basically, you can get ores with the laser drill. On top of that, we have the dimensional mine shafts from occultism. The way these work is the miner is slowly consumed as it's placed on a dimensional mine shaft and produces ores. But there is ways to make the lamps not take durability damage, and that makes that more viable. However, it is a bit slow. Another method we have of generating ores is actually from the tech mod in the pack, Modern Industrialization. Modern Industrialization has a drill system. Works like a quarry. So for instance, we'd be starting with bronze. The way these bronze drills work is they are consumed inside of a multi-block structure called a quarry. It consumes the drill at a % chance, and you have a % chance to get ores. This is the method I most want to use, just because I love tech mods, such as Modern Industrialization. I think this would be really fun, and as you tier up, as you get better drills, you can get better and better, excuse me, my nose is itching so bad, better and better resources. Now, besides that, there is other methods, and then obviously there is the actively quarrying mining method. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We are, in fact, going to undertake this challenge with Seer, and I think it's going to be a good time. So first things first, I'm going to break all of our seeds. Now, I am okay with using the essence we had so far. It's hardly anything. But once we've used this essence, we're not going to farm any more seeds. And I'm going to break the harvester. And I'm going to move this wind generator over to the rest of our power gen. Because, oh boy, we are struggling with power right now, guys. If I'm being honest, that'll probably be part of the focus today. But with that, we've covered pretty much all there was to go over. other than just starting to play and beginning to build the museum. Now, I've been having a hard time deciding, if I'm being honest. I've been really thinking about it, of whether the museum is going to be in the Beyond or not. Because while I like having scenery around bases, the thing is, if we really look at what the museum is going to be, it comes apparent, to me at least, that something we need to consider is the scope of the museum of having a room that displays every item for every mod, each mod having its own room. That's going to be graphically intensive, a lot to load. And so as much as we were talking about and wanting to put it in the overworld, I really think we're going to have to build it in the Beyond, guys. Just for the pure sake of people not lagging out when they visit the base. I think that's going to be the priority here. That's what we need to focus on. Oh, Seer popping in on YouTube says, hey, I'm popping on real quick to show you something that might help you out before industrial foregoing. Ooh, awesome. I'm excited to see it, Seer. As soon as you're on, just send me a TPA here and I'll accept it. And when you have a chance, Seer, I don't know if you've been here this whole time. I discussed the overarching idea of the trusted player system at the beginning of the stream if you want to watch it before I post it in the staff chat on Discord. Just so you know. Okay, so while we wait for Seer to pop on, we need to talk about the Beyond. For those that don't know, the teleport pad from Aldemodium. Oh, nice. The 2x speed catch-up. Gotta love it. The teleport pad has a few features. If it's placed in the overworld, you go to the mining dimension. If it's placed in the nether, you go to the other. If a teleport pad is placed in the end dimension, you go to the Beyond. Now, unlike the mining dimension or the other dimension, the Beyond serves no purpose other than void. It's a void world. That's all it is. There's no resources. There's no challenges. There's no structures. It is purely for base building. And I think that's what we're going to do. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Now, as Seer's hopping on here, I do want to start thinking about what we need to do to prepare to build in the Beyond, since we're going to have to be providing all the blocks ourselves. We've already set up a system to produce concrete powder. Thanks to hostile neural networks, we can produce the dyes. I think all we need to do is set up an automated concrete system, and I'm sure most of you are familiar that I have my own method of doing it with AE2. We'll probably explore that, get that set up, and start building in the Beyond today. But Seer, our head moderator, has just hopped on the server. Let's go ahead and see if he's going to TPAS to him once he's ready. I did want to check my templates here, so I can do one more vibranium upgrade. But there is the TPA request, so let's very quickly do this. Go bada bing, bada boom, and then accept that request. Okay, so here's what he wants to show us something here. He is using the actually additions method. Oh wait, he's on stream. Very nice here. I want your opinion. I thought about this, but I came to the conclusion of, is it worth taking the time to set up? And so I'd love to hear from you, Seer, on whether or not you think it's worth the time. So for those that don't know, in the AdvAE Editions laser system, there is the atomic reconstructor. This changes the target of the laser to a various material. But if you put the lens of the miner, let me show you guys here. So this is the lens of the miner. What it does is whatever you target has a weight to change into other ores, other blocks. So targeting stone has a different weight for all these different ores. And as you can see, every time it goes off, it changes this, excuse me, it changes this stone to a block. And the way it's working here is he has an auto breaker from AdvAE Editions breaking it, and a auto placer placing the stone. Now, he did say in chat, it's an easy setup, but it's very power hungry. Very power hungry. I think it might be worth checking out. Maybe not for stone, but with the lens of the miner, excuse me, there is possibilities of using netherrack and other materials with certain weights to get like ancient debris and such. That might be worth checking out. The ancient debris is very rare. It's a weight of 1 compared to like nether quartz is a weight of 3,000. So it would be very rare, but we'd see. Steve coming in on YouTube. Howdy, howdy. How you doing, Steve? Hope you're having a wonderful time. But yeah, I like this seer. It's only as slow as it is for power usage. Makes sense, seer. Makes sense. So yeah, we're going to explore a few methods today. I was looking at AdvAE Editions. There's a few parts of it I really like. In terms of the laser system and using the atomic reconstructor to do other than producing materials for the mod, there is actually, let me see if I can find it here. Give me just a second, everybody. But it has some really useful blocks in terms of networking that I think are going to be interesting to check out. And then it has some useful, for instance, the Ring of Growth, which I really like. And on top of that, there's a staff. Yeah, the teleport staff. So we'll definitely check out AdvAE Editions, obviously because we're building the museum. So that'll be a lot of fun to do once we get there. All right, thank you so much for demonstrating this, Seer, and thanks for all that you do. I'll be in contact regarding the Trusted Player system very soon, I promise. But all right, let's head back to the base and truly get started for today. Now, it's in the YouTube description, but I still wanted to point out, if you're wondering why all my AE2 stuff looks darker and my GUI is not blinding, it is the Resource Pack AE2 Blackout. There's a link for it in the YouTube video description. But guys, so let's set up the concrete production, and then honestly, since Polar Bear gave us a Boon of Earth 5, I kind of want to get that up and running as well. I think that'd be really good. So let's come over here. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to completely sidetrack here. So we're going to grab an observer really fast. A little bit of redstone. Because I am tired of flicking this lever, if I'm being honest. I'm going to move our MI system here. Excuse me. I'm going to move our mystical agriculture system, or modern industrialization system. That is definitely a texture bug, right? I'm not crazy, am I? I think we legitimately just found a bug to report. We'll have to check that out later. Okay, nope, we don't want a clock. So we would need it to be a permanent power. A way we could do that. Let's figure this out here. I believe we have some modded blocks in the game that can actually specifically detect fire. Is that right? I know all the mods 9 does. I just want to see if all the mods 10 has any of them. Nope, these are all the Railcraft Reborn. Those are all the Steve carts. I don't see necessarily the one I'm looking for, other than if we do a detector module. It may be simpler to just do this, guys. Let's just take a redstone clock from Utilitarian, which just requires chiseled stone bricks. And I'm going to demonstrate something here. For those that don't know, AE2 molecular assemblers in combination with pattern providers can actually do all the functions of a smithing table and stone cutting. So if we just go to like the stone cutting pattern, well, here, first we'll make a regular pattern for the redstone clock. Chiseled stone bricks can be directly stone cutted from stone. There is the stone cutting patterns. So if we take stone, we choose chiseled stone bricks. Oh, nope, it took the gravestone. Let's try that again. So chiseled stone brick. Oh no, guys. Are the additional mods interfering with it, or is it just a bug from shift clicking it in? Let's find out. So if I just put stone, it automatically selects the grave. Oh no. I was really excited to use that. That's really unfortunate. We do have maybe a way to do this, but it'd be more complicated. That is, let's make a recipe for stone brick from stone as a regular pattern, and then chisel the stone brick and see if it accepts it. If I can find the correct block, there it is. No, okay, so it does appear that other mods are influencing the patterns. Ah, I was so excited to show that to you guys. That's really unfortunate, honestly. Well, that's all right. What we can do is the non-stone cutting pattern for chiseled. It's unfortunate, but we'll do it. There we go. Let's throw these in, and we should be able to get a redstone clock now. And rather than detecting when the fire goes out, we are going to just have it send a pulse every so often. So we'll put that down. We do want a much higher frequency here. Let's see. I would like it, honestly, like every 120 or maybe 80 ticks. Let's go 80. Don't want to bog down the server, basically. Let's see if this works. Seems to be good. It's unfortunate it doesn't keep the power on, so it goes out pretty fast, but let's just leave that going for now to get us Grains of Infinity. We will have to place the deep slate as we see it needed, but we wasted enough time on that. Let's keep going. So I'm going to clean up our inventory a little bit here. I do think I'm going to put our modern industrialization anvil and hammer over here, though. Perfect. And let's focus on concrete. So since we're not using dye essence, and we want gray concrete, let me see what we currently have patterns for. So we do need to make a gray dye pattern, and we're going to be using bones and ink sacs. So we're going to be going this method. And I believe, yeah, okay, we do need the white dye from bone mill, as well as bone mill from bones. So there's all those patterns. And then we just need black dye from ink sac. Boom. Okay, so there is the gray dye done. Then we need gray concrete powder. So we've already made the pattern for that. So next is gray concrete. Now there's multiple ways to do this, guys. There really is. I just have a favorite. I'm going to be honest. I have a favorite. While we can now in AE2 just use a water bucket, you can, in fact, set up the system I've demonstrated in multiple mod packs of formation and annihilation planes to speed produce your concrete. However, in terms of speed today, because we have an infinite water cell, I want to conduct a test of if the modded pattern of water bucket and concrete powder can be done with fluid substitution to where we skip the bucket. I just want to know. So let's find out. If I put this in and I come to gray concrete, 100 of it, sure enough, it'll skip the bucket. So we'll throw that in there for now. Just so we can start building in the beyond. And then if needed, I'll demonstrate the AE2 method for concrete that I really enjoy. But for now, honestly, we're probably going to be okay with just a few methods like such as this. We do have enough bytes to do 1,000 at a time. Let's get that started. And as a reminder for why we are choosing gray concrete, not only do I like its color, I shouldn't have deleted it there. Let me pull it back up. There is a lot of chipped patterns for it. And the way this works is it just needs workbench. Someone just teleported here. I heard it. I know I did. Oh, I saw him for a second. Oh gosh, totally just lost my pattern here. But yeah, so we want to do the chipped concrete. And for that, I believe it's a workbench. Now there's a few ways we can go about this. Or no, they're all called workbench. I think it's mason. I believe mason table is what's needed. Let me just confirm really fast, just on a random piece. Yeah, mason. Okay, so mason, alchemy, and tinkering. Oh, interesting. I don't think this is showing it right. Unless one can do all now. Is that the case? That'd be interesting. But what we're going to do, let's just grab a mason table to start here, and then we're going to change it into an upgrade version. Uh-oh, we need clay. Have we produced clay from our sludge? Ooh, just enough. Should be... yeah, that should be enough to get us started here. So let's make a mason table. And I'm gonna change it to the backpack version so that I can do all of the upgrading here in my backpack. And what I'm gonna do, since we're using the infinity ham, I'm gonna take out my advanced feeding and we're just gonna use the masonry table here. And we'll see how well it works compared to like the normal table. And what I mean by that is let's go ahead and make one more actual masonry table. And I just want to compare the functionality of the two. So if we grab our concrete we've just produced, here in the table, if we choose gray concrete, it highlights all of them. You can view the patterns, which is nice, to really decide if you like what it looks like. And if you hold shift, it will transform all the blocks. In the backpack, it does appear you can only do a stack at a time. So I think the backpack's going to be most useful for spot fixing, and we'll do most of our chips in the table. But these tables, if I'm right, also now have a handheld version. Is that right? Isn't there a... Is it just the chipped chisel? Is that right, guys? Let's at chipped, because we had, yeah, so here we already got one chisel. Yeah, so there's the individual tools. So the saw is like the woodcutter. It appears the chisel is the mason. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay, so we do still have a handheld method. Awesome. That's exciting. Okay, so let's go ahead and first things first, we need to go to the Beyond and choose a location. Now, I think I'm going to make a new Beyond, or I should say All-the-Modium teleport pad. And the reason for that is I want to kind of go out into the end islands. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm glad I didn't die. So when I went to, right before I went live, I actually died and I got the advancement almost unkillable, which Seer just got in chat. That's ironic. There was a wandering trader, and when I smacked him, it killed me. And I think it's because I have Plague Breener on my sword. I might take that off. I'm not 100% sure if that's the cause, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But let me put the Boon of Earth aside. We'll do that after we've established a base location. Let's grab some more concrete on us. And on top of that, isn't there a quest reward? Oh my gosh, we have so many quests to collect. I'm going to just use the button. Ooh, which mod is that? A chipped watering can. That's the botanist table. Very nice. I'm under attack. I can hear it. Oh, it's Pulver. What up, Pulver? But yeah, let's come in here. And what I want to grab is the quest that gives you a free angel block. I think it's in the All-the-Modium quest chain. Yes, okay. As soon as you visit the Beyond, you get a free angel block. Perfect. That's all we need. We have power stored up for our jetpack despite our bad power gen. Why don't we go ahead and cross our fingers the shaders don't break again as we change dimensions. Let's find out. We're going to go to the end, then out to the end islands. Oh, there we go. We're going to go out to the end islands, and we're going to put down our teleport pad out there to try and achieve a, far enough away base in the Beyond. So here we are, we're back at the end island. We did forget to bring a couple things with us, including ender pearls. I might actually try this. So here's where the shaders usually break. If I go to a dimension and come back. So far, so good. Let's not only grab ender pearls. Oh, we only have 2. I'm going to grab 1 because I want to bring a waystone. But that requires 4. I have a share stone here at my base. I think I'm going to break this and bring that with us. I am going to put, once the museum starts to come together, there's going to be a server-wide /warp to the museum. I'm just not ready for that yet. So let's come here and let's just choose a direction. There is a lot of players online, so I'm a little nervous to generate chunks. So we'll try to be extra careful here. I can't tell if the server's lagging or if I missed. I must have missed somehow, and I don't want to use my other pearl I have, so let's just try to get some. We got an ender tier, no pearls. There we go. I really don't like the Enderman noises. I'm going to turn those off. Yeah, I don't like them. There we go. We got a few pearls. Let's head on out. And if we see an end city, I'd really like to loot it. But no matter what we'll do is try to... Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. No matter what, our main goal is to just move far away from the end island and put down our teleport pad. There's probably some ores we should grab here. If anything, if we get to a end highland biome, we should grab some unobtainium. And I'm realizing now, as we talked about earlier, my entire profile got reset. All my stuff broke. So why don't we put this to square? And then I just want to change some font scales here. Give me just a second here. Is that right? Did I do that? There we go. Now we can kind of read. But if we hit end highlands in the direction we're flying, we're going to look for unobtainium. We're just going to head off into the distance this way. Hopefully the server can chug along here. I'll try not to take too long to everybody playing on the server. I don't want to cause too much lag. It says we're in End Highlands, but it's actually a warped type of biome. Definitely says End Highlands. But this is like I said, this is like a custom biome. I don't know if there'd be unobtainium here. Wazaf coming in on Twitch. How does it? It does. Hope you're doing well, Wazaf. And Klenox coming in on Twitch. How you feeling today? I'm feeling all right. Not the best, not the worst. I probably won't be live for a super long time, but we are still going to try to do our we're still aiming for longer streams, so I'm going to try my best here. Yeah, I don't trust this End Highland to have unobtainium. I really don't think so. I'm gonna continue onward. All that matters is you are feeling good enough to stream. Thanks, Klenox. Oh gosh, guys, we have... I totally forgot. This is from the deleted stream. The VOD is still on Twitch. If you really want to go watch it, I think the VOD will be there for 2 months. But during the deleted stream, we also made our Explorer's Compass. We could just search for an end city. I don't really want an ancient one. I want to see if there's a regular end city. Yep. And it is this way. Let's head to it. Ooh, they changed the generator galore gens. Really? Oh my gosh. You can, in one block, compress the generator galores? Hold up, guys. That might be something we have to investigate. I'm just landing so I don't burn through all my power. But this is perfect because we're literally talking about our power gen issue. So from what I can see, of the base versions, you can go up to 8x, but on like some of these, you can go all the way up to 64x. Holy cow. That is gnarly. Even a 64x netherite generator. Good night. Thanks for letting me know, Seer. I'm going to have to check those out. I'm just going to favorite a random one of them so I don't forget. Okay, this is End Highland. The ancient city's up there. Or End City, sorry. I'm going to just check for unobtainium for a little bit. It'll be quick. I like to dig down, and then I'll change this to large tunnel. And to save our backpack some headache, let's actually use the pocket dimension. So let's come right here. We're on large tunnel. And we're gonna go through for a second here. Well, generators galore isn't the rainbow generator, right, Seer? Because generators galore is the generator mod. The rainbow generator is part of iron furnaces. Iron furnaces that have the generator augment to do the rainbow furnace. Is that what you mean? Or is there a rainbow generator for generators galore? I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't see one. Yeah, that tended to be my case too. Wazaf, I do like your method, Klenox, but so we actually they did finally add Potion Master to the pack, but it's not it doesn't seem the recipes are properly set up yet, so we can't really use it. But whenever I used Potion Master, the unobtainium tended to be among the surface. But I've always had good luck just doing these tunnels in a cross is the method I've always done it. We are still end highlands. But what we could do is we could just do like giant chunks. Okay, so it does prefer the backpack first over the pocket storage. So maybe the method I should use, let's actually turn off the sophisticated backpack, turn on the regular magnet. That should put everything into the pocket storage. There's more Azure Silver. Aha! Unobtainium. I just wanted a little bit. We could look for one more vein, but I'm already, I'm happy with just this. I'll give it a quick search. But if there's no other vein, there's no other vein. We got enough. We got 10. I should say, let me rephrase that, guys. Enough for what I want to do with unobtainium. Definitely some server lag. As well as let's watch our hunger. We'll just dig, if this tunnel doesn't get one, we'll call it good. Okay. Let's go up to the end city. And after we loot the end city is when we're going to go to the beyond and choose a base location. Oh no. Hold on, keybind's wrong for jetpacks. But we're going to choose a base location for the museum. Okay, so I have a conflict here. It was the Mahau. I hate that mod. There we go. Increase throttle. Let's go to the ship first. Yeah, the hover makes no difference. We'll just loot a few chests here. And then we'll go set up the base. So, looks like this one's already been found. I really wanted the dragon head. That's what I, like, mainly wanted. But that's okay. We can always... I can always come back later and find one. Let's do some looting. Hopefully we got some good capacitors here. Ah, they're kind of garbage. Any good enchants? A capturing 2. That'll be good to rip off. And some marine. Nice. Let's just put this away for now. Our elytra, and let's see what else we got. Roller skates. I have not seen the roller skates yet. It just accelerates you. Very nice. All right, we'll loot a couple of the chests inside the end city. But I don't want to get too distracted. Guys, I could loot for hours. If I'm being honest, I could sit here and I could explore and loot for ages. It's bad. Let's try to stay on topic as best we can. We are getting some of the ancient fragments, which is good. I don't have Silk Touch on me, so I'm not going to break the ender chests. I'll leave them. Someone's already done most of the loot work here. Ender Affinity, +1 to Magic Arrow. Very interesting. Ooh, some more good enchants. And ooh, there we go. There's a capacitor. That is gorgeous. We don't have a lot of room left to loot. I think we give a one more chest and call it good. Why don't we fly over to this three-story here? There we go. Ice affinity, protection 4, very nice. Some diamonds and a bunch of elixirs, as well as an ender staff. Very nice. That's gonna be that'll come in useful for sure. But there we go. That's about all the room we have. Let's grab a few of these blocks, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head out just a bit further. How about right down here on this island? Let's come down here. I just want to see what this is because this is interesting. I'm going to have to be picky. I don't have a lot of room left in my backpack. Okay, we'll call that good. Check the chest in the ship, and then we'll put down our teleport pad. Some more legendary ink, some more arcane essence, runestone. Always love my runestones. Rare trim. Don't need anything from those. We'll take the scale. An evilcraft broom, why not? And I think we'll call that good. Okay. I don't think this was a double chest, but we can still check. Oh, it is. Try to be quick here, guys. I know I get distracted. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Let's get this going. Let's get this rolling. So what we'll do is we'll put down our teleport pad, and this is going to send us to the Beyond. Entering the Beyond gives us the Angel Block, and we're actually really far out in terms of coordinates here, so I'm pretty happy with this. For those that don't know, you have to do a bunch of shader changes to fix the lighting in the Beyond. I don't really have time, or I should say want to do that right now. I'll have to fix it for next stream. But what I'm immediately looking at here is I thought we'd have to fly out a little bit. I really did. So I don't think we even need the Angel Block. I think we can just choose this as our base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a little bit of concrete. And why don't we disable shaders so we can actually see. Let's build a little ring. I don't have a wand on me at the moment, but let's go ahead and put down a waystone. Call that museum. Wrangling the Wards is coming in on Twitch saying, hello everyone, how you doing, Wrangling? And Klenox says, what do you get from the Beyond? It's the one place I haven't been yet. So we went over it earlier, Klenox, but of the dimensions, the Beyond serves no purpose in terms of resources, structures, anything like that. It is a pure void dimension for building bases. It's just void. There is nothing to loot, nothing to explore. It's just void. But now that we're here, we've put down the waystone. Let's go ahead and I'm going to claim quite a big area with my admin privileges here for the museum. And once we have the beginning of the museum to the point people can start to come and see it is when I will add the public warp for people to use to come here. But that should be good enough for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head back home. I'm going to clean up our inventory. And why don't we, after doing that, grab some building tools. So we already have a builder's gadget on us, which is perfect. Let's clean all of this up. And then, honestly, I'm really lazy. I kind of want to grab a deposit upgrade, but let's just power through this. Let's just take the time. Just give me a second, everybody. I just really don't like having that messy inventory on me. See what we can do here. But now that we've established where the beyond is, once we put down some concrete just to get us started, I think we're gonna try to set up the Boon of Earth ore farm for us today. I think is the plan. So there we go. We've got all that. Now, as much as I'd love... I really wish we had construction wands. But since we don't, I'm just going to use the building gadget, which I am sure our keybinds have been messed up for again. There we go. We'll pull this out, we'll put it to a 15 range of surface. Head back over to the beyond. I wish I could remember how to fix the shaders off the top of my head. I remember doing it in the past. But gosh, I cannot remember how to fix it. I'll have to look it up after stream. Do you know, does Neoforge support building wands? So there's multiple building mods. There's builders wands, construction wands. And it's not whether Neoforge supports it, it's when the mod developer decides to update to a specific mod launcher or version. But I'm going to grab this, and I believe if we come into the settings, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I believe it is, there's a way to make it so that's like when I'm looking here, it'll only place on top, right? But there's a setting, just need to find here. There's a setting to make it not care. We'll figure it out in just a second. For now, though, I might just use build to me. It's pretty easy to use. So anchoring just locks your selection, so you don't have to be looking at it. That's what anchoring does. And then once you're anchored, you can edit the location to change it. But I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to put this as build to me. And we'll just build a little bit of a floor here. Because if we just make some sides, We can then come over here, and if I do this right, it's really hard to see. We could very quickly get a platform. Just like that. Beautiful. And then I'm just gonna put down some torches so I can see what the heck I'm doing. But here's the start of the museum. I don't know if building the structure of the museum is going to end up on YouTube. If anything, if I stream it at all, it'll just be on Twitch. But once I've built the structure, I'll place the public warp and we'll get started filling it out. But we can't undertake such a task as the museum without first improving our resource generation. So let's do it, everybody. Let's dive headfirst into non-mystical agriculture, non-productive bees, resource generation. And the first method I'm going to use for that is, in fact, the Boon of Earth modular router system. Unfortunately, I did lose my Boon of Earth. Oh, I think there it was. So let's grab the Boon of Earth. I would really like to put a high level fortune on the pick as well. We also want efficiency for energy use. So give me a second to go through our books. We don't have a library yet. We're getting there. We really need to increase our excuse me. We need to improve our enchanting setup with Apotheosis. We haven't done that yet. There's a Boon of Earth 2. I may be good with just efficiency 5, but we'll see. I think we'll stop there. Let's grab a bunch of books. And I think the setup's already over here. I believe this works for breaking apart books as well. Oh no, that was a mistake. It gives you experience shards. That was a mistake. That was my bad, guys. So we did just lose one of our fortune enchants. Let's try to grab another one. That was my bad. Yeah, it won't work that way. I totally forgot that. So that's how you get experience shards in Super Factory Manager, is by crushing enchanted books. The experience shards are used to duplicate enchants. But we don't want to do that right now. Right now, let's just see if we have one more fortune book. Oh my gosh, we have some really good enchants here. It would actually... You know what? Should we just hurry and progress to a library? Should we just do that? So Klenax, the problem was that of the enchants that were on that book and books like this, I can't get all the enchants from the book on one tool to then break them apart, because a lot of them can't go on the same tool. So I just want to break them apart. And honestly, I'm thinking, screw it, guys. Let's do a little bit of Apotheosis. Let's do a little bit. So right now we have the very basic enchanting setup. In the quest chains, oh, we got a lot to claim. I'm going to claim that. In the quest chains, you kind of have two routes you can go in Apothic Enchanting. You can either go the sea shelf route or the hell shelf route. I don't really have the capability of doing sea shelves right now, so we're probably going to go the hell shelf route, which does require potion of regeneration. While this normally could be an issue, we can make gas tiers with our hundreds of predictions we have. Even though we don't have a ghast prediction, we do have the generalized. So I'm actually going to make some patterns here. One for the gas tiers. Spider eyes we can make from our generalized. And we'll do that from sugar. We can get rotten flesh from generalized and pork. Here, why don't we just see how many gas tiers we can make with what we have on hand? Because we already have 2. Yeah, just like that we can make 12 more. So that should be plenty. Industrial foregoing would take a while, but it's what I would do. My end goal for resource production seer is going to be modern industrialization quarries is my end goal. Yeah, it can be confusing, Klenox. It definitely can. Luckily, they tell you everything. If you read the quests, it will tell you what to do in terms of what order to arrange your hell shelves or your other shelves to reach certain enchants, such as to make the deep shelf. It says you could set up your enchanting table with 4 blazing hell shelves and 2 heartforged sea shelves, that kind of deal. We're working to the library, which for those who don't know, the unupgraded version just needs 4 infused hell shelf. So that's what we're going towards. Infused hell shelf. All we have to do is have 15 normal, 5 hell shelf. That's perfect. We can do that no problem. Let's get some regeneration potions really fast. I'm gonna grab some nether wart here. I think I'm also going to, I'm just going to plant this somewhere random, as well as probably harvest our mushrooms. There we go. All right, continuing onward here. The other thing we're going to need is blaze rods for our hell shelves. We've already got 16. The other thing is nether brick. Now, nether brick is going to be real easy. For those who don't know, it's just 4 nether bricks. But I believe that's going to be just the best method there is. So let's smelt some netherrack. Let me get a bunch of it. Get that going. Over here, we'll make our regen. And then why don't we make the actual nether brick here? We already have some, but there we go. There's a chunk of it. Let's make some more. Grab our regen and let's do one more brew here because we need 5. We need 6 hell shelves because we have to infuse. So we actually need more than we were planning to. Let's grab some more glass bottles. And I'll try to do enough here. Hopefully I brew enough potions. We're not going to automate these just yet. I don't want to do too many automations here at the temp base because I don't want to rebuild them at the museum. So that's why, if you're wondering why we're doing so much manually, It's because I don't want to rebuild. As lazy as that sounds. We do need some more of the nether wart, but I believe with the nether wart, wasn't there a... Yeah, the generalized can do it from red mushroom. Perfect. Let's just have this be our first station, second station. We can put these away. And then we do need more bookshelves because we have to keep the 15 that are already over there. But I don't know if ancient can be used in place. Let's find out. So if we go to make a hell shelf, there's 1, 2. Okay, no, the ancient ones can't take the place. It's unfortunate. I'm going to do this. And what I'm going to do is click cancel so I can queue some more planks. Queue a whole bunch and make some bookshelves. Oh, I have the books on me. That's why. There we go. Let's keep our potion chain chugging along here. I think this will be the last brew we'll need to do. But let's make some more hell shelves. So that puts us to 6. So we can already do our first infusion, but what we don't know is the experience required. Of the hell shelves, it's 10 for the quest. And then 5 need to be placed with 15 normal. Why don't we actually just try to complete the quest as well? So let's put these regens away. We need more nether brick. That puts us at 9. And as soon as this is done, we'll have enough. Put all those away, and there is the 10 for the quest, which gives us an additional 5. All we need to do now is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we should have the necessary amount to infuse. So infuse is a level requirement of 45. We want to do 4 of them. I think the quickest method for us to get the XP is going to be using our monster spawner. But I'm thinking about it, guys. I'm thinking about it. We don't really have the capacity to set up a really good system for handling the loot right now. So here's how I think we're going to do it. Let's grab one of these backpacks. I think one was already upgraded. Yeah, so this one's already iron. It has a bunch of spawners in it. You know what? Okay, double backpack here. Double backpack. Or no, let's do it. I know I keep changing my mind, but we're actually going to do it through a chest. I'm basically going to just void everything except bones for a minute here. So give me a second to get this set up. Oh my gosh, that takes a lot. I'm going to make some patterns here. Let's make an advanced, a regular, and pick up. There we go. Let's throw these all in here and grab a magnet upgrade. Let's see where we're at. if we put this down here, I'm going to pause this. I don't want any items dropping in the world because we really are about to basically void everything. We'll come back over here. I'm going to grab a very cheap stack upgrade. And then I think since we only have the room for the one, I am going to go all the way to diamond with it. Put that there. And now here's what we're going to do. We're going to come into void. Work in GUI as well. Void any block. AKA, it will void everything except what I put in this list. And for that, I want to keep bones, as well as the reliquary bone. And then from tombstone, I want to keep essence of undeath, and I want to keep grave dust. Let me see if I can find it. This is not the final system. This is just temporary for us to get a bunch of XP. I am really worried about the plague bringer on my sword. I really don't want to basically get kind of screwed by continuously killing ourselves. I think we'll just have to see if it happens. Let's give this a try. So let's make sure all of our own magnets are off. So everything will come to the chest. And the magnet, we're going to say, don't pick up XP. And we'll give this a shot. So we'll stand right here. Yeah, see, I'm getting... Yeah, this ain't good. I'm probably going to wipe myself out here. Yeah, okay. Well, here comes a death. Oh. Oh, the totem saved us. Okay. Let's take a moment. Come over here. Let's turn off the magnet. And we're going to rip Plague Bringer off of our sword. We don't even have that good of enchants yet. But I need Plague Bringer gone. And then for now, let's just put back on Sharpness 5. I'll wait. I'm going to wait for any other enchants till we have the library and we can do like one big book at a time. Let's come back over here. Okay, and yep, now we're not getting effects, so that's good. Looting, let's turn on, make sure the magnet's on. Should pick up bones and everything else. Let's get some XP. Really shouldn't take too long here. If I can get in a good spot. It would appear that the reliquary drops are actually like directly to inventory. That's interesting. Loot and oh. My whole computer froze there. Yeah, that was crazy. My whole computer froze. But what I was trying to say, if we wanted the most XP, and didn't care about drops, all we have to do is just use Knowledge of Ages on the sword to convert all drops to XP, as well as just add some bonus XP enchants, and you're golden after that. There we go. There's a bit of XP. Let's kill what's left and then see how much the infusion's going to take from us. So with that done, I am going to put the Essence of Undeath and Grave Dust away, void the bundles, and we'll come over here, infuse, infuse. Okay, we need a few more levels. Again, we just need to get to 4 of these for the library. Okay, there's one more. Oh, it's the lapis we're missing. Let's grab some lapis. There's one, and then we just got to get to 45 real quick. There we go. Let's turn this off. And boom, 45. Giving us 4 infused. Let's quickly kill these guys just to have less entities on the server. Clean this up. We did get another backpack, which is really nice. Ooh, it's actually got a lot of loot. Let me turn off this magnet so that we don't randomly void things. And we did get a free pickup upgrade, some various loot, and 13. Very nice. All right, but our goal is the library. Let's put all of this away. And we're going to search the first version of a library, which does require 4 ender chests. Boom. There it is, folks. Let's go ahead and claim our rewards. Oh, we needed to hold 5 for that quest. Oh well. We can always return to it. I think our bounty board random reward is ready. Ooh, ultimate universal cable. I'll take it. I'll take it, guys. But here we go. Here's our enchantment library. Now there is... Oh... Lady Fox, come in with the Prime sub. Thanks so much, hon. I appreciate it. Guys, let's get this done. Let's grab a export bus. And I think the method we're going to use is... You know what? Let's save that for the mega base. For now, let's just do everything manually. Let's grab all of our enchanted books. And we'll just feed them into the library. Because this basic version of the library can handle any of the levels of enchants we have right now. We are not far enough in the game, in the pack, to be worried about going over the limit of enchantment storage. So we're good to just grab all of these. Almost done. And then what we'll do is we'll make our book for our pickaxe for our breaker module. So let's go ahead and let's choose a pickaxe to use here. I'm kind of thinking... As silly as it sounds, it says... I believe it said the Aldemodium pickaxe can be used for the breaker module. Yeah, it says it can, which should give it a higher base speed, right? But let's just play it safe for now. Let's just use a diamond pickaxe. We'll just make a new one, so it's blank. We'll come over here, we'll put that in. And we want Boon of Earth 5. efficiency 5. Oh, I clicked too fast. Dang it. Here, let's do this safely. So, Boon of Earth 5, and I'm going to type these in one at a time. We only have enough for Fortune 3. That's fine. Let's add some efficiency that improves the power usage of the module. And we only have one unbreaking. I'm not even going to bother. Let's just grab that. Put it on our pick. And now we're going to grab our breaker module. Using the pick, you'll notice the breaker module gets the enchants the pick has that you used. So just like that, we get our breaker module. We'll need a modular router to actually break the ores here. And then we do want to place the stone. There's tons of methods to do it. The method I think I'm going to use is actually just another modular router for now. And we'll make a placer module. Both of these to work in our chunks are going to need security upgrades. Let's make 1 and 2. And for server performance, you don't want to go too crazy on speed. So let's just make 6. That should be fine. In terms of stone, right now we'd have to smelt it, but there is a extractor recipe we could use for stone, which will probably be the method we'll use. For now, let's just try to get this set up. For that, I'm going to use another 2 sophisticated chests here. And now that we finished with this, I'm going to take all the bones out so I can take back my stack and magnet. Don't worry, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. We need a place to put it. I'm going to reset my insomnia counter here, just because I don't like phantoms. Let's come out, and I think we'll put it, since it's just temporary, we're going to put it over by our ore processing. To give us room to put an extractor underneath, I think we'll just set it up right here. So I'm going to put down a double chest with a magnet and storage. This magnet set to pick up items. And then we need 2 modular routers, 1 and 2. If we go ahead and, okay, these both say owner fallen. That's what we want. Then the breaker module, we want it set to front. If I remember right, it's front match by block, just so that it doesn't try to double break stone. Is that right? Oh, did that not take it? Oh, match any. That's right. Oh, that's blacklist. Here, let's just leave this. No filter for now. Just say break front. Let's just get this up and running. And we're going to give it 3 speed. Then the placer module, we also want place front, 3 speed. Both of these we're going to put on eco mode. And if we... Oh, what's going on over here? Okay, good to know, Wrangling. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind for the future times I need to do the filter. Wrangling says you need to do it twice, if anyone's wondering. But I should be able to take the extractor, take a bucket of lava, bucket of water, and we needed a magma block, which I think we have enough for. I should be able to directly generate stone into the modular router. Is that right? Yeah, we should be good. And I'm just going to use the stone method. So let's come over here. It says it's valid in pretty much every direction. So Seer, the reason I'm not using actually additions, I don't have the time to set it up right now, but for server performance, it's fantastic with the modular routers. Using the modules in modular routers, we can actually chain. I'd have to find them right now, but you can chain them to only work one after the other. It's also possible, for those that don't know, we can take the breaker module. You can do this. You can do place, then break in one modular router. But the thing is, I don't know if I can generate stone fast enough to make sure the buffer doesn't get filled with the results of breaking. That's what we don't want. For now, we'll try the one modular router method just to demonstrate it. But we want our extractor to generate stone directly into the router. Now, I believe this can be omnidirectional because of the way the symbols were. Yep, there we go. Yeah, see, so it got filled with the cobblestone. Also, the magnet. Interesting. So that part's working. But I am going to, I'm going to take the breaker out because we are not generating stone fast enough yet. Oh, is it because the magnet can't work when the chest is covered? Hold on, let's just try this really fast. Give me a second, guys. Okay, perfect. Went in here. Let's actually just put that. Oops. Don't worry, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. No, it just won't go on that side. Okay, give me a second. Let me set this up a little differently. The magnet is to pick up with block, so that's not going to be a problem. We need our other modular router right here. This is going to be our breaker. Now, I don't want it to fill up with anything in the buffer from the results. We're going to put it there. I want the cobble to come here because we're going to put a void for cobble. We should be good. Turn that on. Awesome. Let's go grab that void module. And oh, I kind of need to configure it first. So I'm going to come here, allow. There we go. Place it in here. Works in GUI. Void any cobble. And just like that, everybody, ores. It's all we need. It can get going pretty fast. The problem is we're not generating enough stone right now. But I just want this running passively, getting us some resources in the meantime. Once you speed this up and are giving it stone fast enough, it can actually, like, it's a pretty incredible source of resources. But right now, what I'm thinking is let's very quickly get some graves made to increase our tombstone magic potential here. Just going to do the basic ones. Giving us some more tombstone knowledge. And now we know we don't really need to go treasure seeker anymore. The method I want to go is potion duration. And you'll see why for that. It's going to make doing the pylon, the infusion pylon cards much easier if you rank up your alchemist first in knowledge of death. So that's why we're going that route. Let's get these graves down. I'm just going to go in a row. Why not? And this should just pump out ores over time. Oh, that may have come over here. Yep. Going to cover the lava, though. And we'll see. We'll see if it's enough to get us by. But otherwise, we're going to start modern industrialization next stream, and building in the beyond and starting the museum, I think, is what we're going to do. I will probably do some building the base structure of the museum on just Twitch. I'm not going to include the building streams on YouTube. If anything, it'd be I take the Twitch VOD and speed it up into a montage and upload it to YouTube. But with that, everybody, I think that's everything we needed to go through today, as I'm already starting to feel a little unwell, so I've got to head out. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you liked the little sneak peek at what we're going to try to do this week in terms of the trusted player system. Everybody have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be in the world, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.